Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. Woo! Wow, yeah! It's time for another episode! How's it going, everyone? I am your host, as always, Parajucio. Welcome back. This is the Cathedral Velvet podcast, or Cave podcast, where we cover, or talk about, anything, Persona / Shin Megami Tensei related news that came out within the past 2 weeks or so. And, just been another episode, episode 27. Last episode was actually, the technically was the first year episode, so, yay. we made it to 1 year. Congrats, everyone. Yeah, I totally forgot that a year has actually passed since then. But hey, I mentioned near the end. But hey, you do what you gotta do, what you can do. Yeah. Like always, we already start off, with the first, comments of that episode, talking about, what's been happening within the last 2 weeks, to like, humanize, our guests here, what's been happening, talk about what's been going on, and then we go into the news and yada yada. It seems like we got a lot, based off of some of the articles. I know we do have, I think, like 2-3 lengthy articles to look at. So, yeah, that might take a majority of it. Yeah, this is gonna be a whole lot, to go through, in today's episode. So, we can take our time with it, but we just don't want to go over, 2 hours, like we had like multiple episodes, in the past year, going over like 2 episodes. Like, okay, I'm tired of talking for 2 hours straight. It's not like doing Let's Play where you have, cutscenes in between, and you get to take a break talking. So, yeah. How about we get started about what's been happening, in the past couple weeks. One major thing that has happened is that I was featured as a backup vocalist, I guess, for a Hatsune Miku song called Magical Cure Left Shot by Sawtone. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but right here. I gotta make sure to definitely either cut that or hide, because that was literally my personal email. So yeah, just in case something's there that doesn't need to be there. So just but yeah, I was featured in the song Magical Cure Love Shot, and thank you to Sawtone for letting me be a part of it. If we can just go to, I believe, we're in the credits here. Where? Oh, display. Oh yeah, it's freaking locked. There we go. Okay. Oh, nope, not that one. Where the heck is it? Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. Stop moving stuff. Alright, gonna lock that. I'm gonna lock that. Hooray for scuff. Alright. And that one's locked, so I have to move that. Alright. There I am. Right here. So yeah, you guys can check out the song there. Yep. Just fix that. Lock that up. Yeah. Again, thank you to Sawtone for letting me be a part of this. And this song is gonna be at Miku Expo this year. So guys could sort of hear me, be in the song. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe it, yeah, so I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Again, thank you to Satan for, hey, let me be a part of this. I will forever be a part of Miku history. And I wonder if this song will also be featured in a Project Diva game. That'd be pretty cool too, because then like not only am I immortalized in YouTube video, it's also on streaming. It's also gonna be a Miku Expo, but it's also gonna be in a video game. Ah. But yeah, go check out the song. It is really good. I'll play a clip of it, just not too much of it. Make sure, yep, it's all playing. Yeah, go check out the song. It is really awesome. I've been playing it on repeat like since the MV came out. Just like yeah. Since also since then, let's see here. I definitely talked about last week how I got back to be partnered, so that's really awesome. Let me see here. What else has been going on here? Let's Plays has been going on alright. Been doing, a little bit more of, Nikkei stuff. If you guys don't know, Nikkei Gods of Victory is a mobile/PC game that you can play, free to play. I've been playing that basically since the start since it launched. And I did like 2 videos on it, talking about it, and one of it was the collab, which was with ReZero, and it's meh, and I'm a bit salty how I haven't gotten one of the collab characters, Rem, because just I've had 30,000 gems, which is you use 3,000 gems to do a temple. I was down to 3k. So I spent basically so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 12, 27. So I did pull 90 characters. I pulled 1 SSR, and that was a dupe copy of a character I already had. And I had, I think, 15 tickets, so that was already 105 characters I pulled, and not a single RAM. It's just oh, come on, what's with these pulls? Now I'm I'm almost back to 6,000. I am very tempted to try to pull again, but I'm waiting until I get the last day of the 14-day of countdown to get 5 more premium tickets, so I'm able to get 5 more characters out of that, and then maybe use one more 10 pull to try to get her, because man, I've never missed a collab character since the game started. I haven't missed the other limited characters I miss Summer Mary, I miss Summer Firepower Girl, how am I missing her name? Nikkei, Summer, it's not Anise, it's not Mary, it is not oh, well, let me just look it up here. Characters, make sure SSR. is where were you? Neon. Yeah, Neon. I didn't get her. I didn't get in summer Helm either, and I didn't get any of the I didn't get any of the limited winter characters either, because it's just like, why can't I get you? It's so annoying. But yeah, but it's almost guaranteed that they'll be back because they're part of the main game. But as for the collab characters, it's not guaranteed that they'll be coming back. So I have to try to make sure I can get them before the collab ends. So just, wish me luck if I'm able to get it. So yeah, there's that. And just like I uploaded today, the day of this recording, but the April Fool's event happened. It was only happening for 24 hours, so I was able to record that, and bruh, it was hilarious. It was an awesome event. Just I think, like, you can still do the event, but just some of the extra stuff that was happening in the event, it's not gonna be available, I believe. It's it was called the Liar's End, which is basically like the whole day, just like you as the commander was just lying to everyone, and it ends up with you sending Siwon, who is like a character that people really don't like in the game. You sending her out into the field, and she's just like, she's not a Nikkei, and she barely has any like fighting capabilities, so she just like in like a defensive position, just like shooting her gun over the barrier, just like, I hope I hit something. It was just hilarious. But yeah, check out my video on that. It is really good. It's hilarious. And yeah, it's such a fun event. And I wonder what it'll do for next year. Okay, what else has happened? I think I talked a little bit about this last time, but I think I did. If not, but I at my job I applied to be, like a different position in my job. It's basically like 2 steps up from my current position, basically like sort of supervisor role. And I did get an interview. Like they pulled me aside, like, hey, let's talk to you about something. Like, oh yeah, okay. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna be in trouble? And he was like, oh yeah, so we're gonna interview you because you apply. I was like, oh great, awesome. And the interview went great, went all right. And I think like they said, like, okay, we did this interview, but let you know we do have another person that we're gonna be interviewing. Like, okay, that's all right. So yeah, didn't hear back for another few weeks or so. I feel like 2 weeks, maybe 3. And then this past weekend, they pulled me aside, like, hey, yeah, so we want to talk to you that hey, you did great in our interview, but we're not gonna promote you to be in the position because you didn't really answer the way that we want you to answer. And I'm just like, what? So like, oh, you were supposed to answer in a role play kind of answer, It's just like, okay. Like, I was just like, putting on a fake smile and all that, just like not to like get them up, like, worried about it. But yeah, they were like, yeah, you didn't answer the way we wanted to. You were supposed to answer in a specific way, right? So like, telling them like about some experience I had. I didn't tell them, oh, what was the outcome of the experience. There was that. I didn't tell them like, oh hey, like how would you like explain to like a customer or like that, kind of like oh okay, here you go, sir. Oh, sorry about that. I keep on getting interrupted. Yeah. I was supposed to like answer like how like I was supposed to be like replying like, oh, this is how I was supposed to answer the customer, like, okay, sir, so because I don't know this, let me just look it up on my, device, and I'll, tell you where to go. But if I'm not able to do this, I'll, call up a associate who knows, who's an expert in this, product. Despite me, I did tell them that, hey, I would tell them what I would do, but not say that in like a role playing way. It was just like that, like really got me upset when they told me like that's like I didn't get the position because of I didn't explain like completely all the way. Like they know what I meant. Like they completely know that. And I'm just like, oh. And yeah. So like on the way back home from like that day, like I was just like really upset, like I like I was like almost crying on my way back home. It was just like it really upset me. Just like, come on, that was like so unfair. Like I didn't know like, oh, you're supposed to answer like a certain way. It's not like it's like names like, there's like no wrong answer, but there is a wrong way to answer it. Like it's it's really dumb how just like the it, it's a bit hard to explain, but just it was just I felt like it was just dumb that it went how it went, you know especially like, oh hey, they're giving position to a guy who is not within the company versus a guy who's already in the company. That's I don't know, especially as a person who's been there for a couple of years, that also like really sucks. But I can't really do much about that. But like I'm really trying to find other jobs, but no other people are hiring, so that is just really annoying. Is like, and I'm also trying to like, hey, let me try to make YouTube my full-time job, but it's just not there yet. Like, so I just gotta keep up with this job until something happens. But yeah, it was just like that was like I have like bad luck because like people keep asking me like, oh hey, how come you don't have like another job yet? Like I tell them like I've been applying to other places, but unfortunately, they just say, oh, fortunately, we decided to go with another person, yada yada. So yeah, that's a bit of an annoying case to just happen. Just apply, reject, and yeah. But maybe, hopefully, within the year, I can find something else. Because I really want to, try and find a job that's, that really fits me. But, just nothing is just happening. But yeah, I think we gotta jump away from this. Just like this, it's just a bit too sad right now. We should just jump into the whole news segment. So let me just This portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/cavepodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. Oop. Alright. Oh. Let's get out of that whole sad tangent and whatnot. Talks about some Persona stuff. So of course we're on Persona Central, so please guys, make sure you guys check them out. All the links I will be checking, all the articles I will be checking out, It's from them, so please, I'll leave all the links down in the description below in the video and audio podcast format, so please check them out. Follow them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. Please do. They're doing great work. All right, so let us start off with the first news, which is something that was kind of unexpected. So, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance has pushed up its release date. So, yeah, it was initially released to be released on June 21st, but now it's June 14th. So, Alice has announced that Shin Megami Tensei 5 will now be released on June 14th, changing from its previous release date of June 21st, 2024. And this will apply worldwide. So, you may be wondering, oh, why did it push up its release date? Well, there's a little thing known as Elden Ring. Yeah, this was literally SMB 5 Vengeance was announced the same day as the Elden Ring DLC announcement, and it was just a couple hours after SMB 5 Vengeance was premiered. I think it was shown off in the Nintendo Direct. And then after the Nintendo Direct, there was an Elden Ring presentation. So, yeah, having this going on the same day as Elden Ring, that was not really good. So, they push it up, so they're not being, obliterated by Elden Ring. And even Yoshi P from Final Fantasy 14, he said do you guys know a thing of about an Elden Ring DLC? And then he's like, yeah, we're releasing our, I think it was Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail, is that expansion. They're releasing it a week after Elden Ring, the Elden Ring DLC. Because he's like, I know people want to play the Elden Ring DLC, so we'll be releasing it a week after. I'm giving you 1 week to play the Elden Ring DLC before the expansion comes out. So, and he said of course I want to play the DLC too and whatnot. So, kind of cool that he did that. But it goes to show how massive people want Elden Ring and its DLC, that they would push their own products either before or after Elden Ring's release so it doesn't get obliterated by it. So yeah, that is just, I don't think I said my I didn't put my my time for Vengeance at work, so I should probably do that sometime soon. Yeah, it's about 2 months away, and I still gotta beat Reload because I haven't beaten that yet. So I really gotta get back into it. So that's it for that. Next up, more Vengeance. So we got a article, a full-length article. I believe this is from well, let's get into it. Characters and system detailed. Alice has released new information on the characters and systems in Vengeance through a website update. So we have the Kaditsu. So basically the group of ladies who we're basically going up against. So the first one we have is Nama, who is Japanese voice is Shizuka Ito. English is Kari Walgren. Oh, okay. Nice. Love her voice acting. A member of the Kaditsu referred to as the mother of all demons. As the most carnal of the four, she's a seductress, said to be so beautiful that mortals, demons, and even angels fall to her charms. Not gonna lie. I feel like another demon, one of the other Kaditsu is much prettier than her. Next up we have Aishith Zenumin. Japanese voice is Kimiko Saito, and English is Allegra Clark, aka Mitsuru in Reload. Okay, she's like, I feel like she's like kind of the ugliest looking one. Ugh. A member of the Katsitsu known to lure people to their doom. According to Jewish myth, she eats the souls of the dead. She attacks and steals souls of humans under the pretense of giving them salvation. Next is Agrat Bat Malat. Japanese voice actress is Reina Ueda. English is Shamilay. Oh, nice. Yeah, she's like, I don't know why she's considered the seductress when like she is much better looking. Alright, so looking photos, Queen's Decree. Yeah, she's much better. A member of the Kaditsu, infamous for as the Queen of Demons, she's also called the demon who dances on the roof, as she is said to wander the air within horde of messengers of destruction. And then this thing here, Glacia Labolas. Ugh. Pretty ugly. Yeah, we've seen that in the trailers. One of the 72 demons of the Ars Goetia. His form is described as a dog with griffin-like wings. I'm not sure if you can call those wings. It is also said that he is the author of Bloodshed and Murder. Excels at predicting the future. It can make people invisible. And then, I don't think we'll go over, the returning characters, because, the game's already out, so you guys should already know. But, just go through it real quick. So we got Tao Ishinokami, voiced by Jeannie Tirado. Got little images for her. And she's actually playable in battle. Because last time you couldn't use her in battle, she was just an NPC. But hey, now she's able to be played in battle. Great. Next up is Yuzuru Atsuta, voiced by Mark Whitten. Yeah, he's all right. Witness me. Yep, of course, this is one of the side of the the paths you can take. Then we got Ichiro Dazai, voiced by Stuart Allen, and I really hope he gets a better character development, because in the game he literally goes from 0 to 100 like real quick, which is like nothing like next to nothing happening to him. So hopefully, it's better in Vengeance. So yeah. Next up we have Miyazu Atsuta, voiced by Ashlyn Madden. And I really hope she gets a much better character treatment, because she did absolutely nothing in the game. I was really rooting for her, but just nothing. There was nothing that came out of her in the entire SMT5 game. Man, I really hope she'll have more points in Vengeance. Then we have Sahori Itsukishima, voiced by Erica Lindbeck. Yay, Erica! Yeah, she had a somewhat little plot, but then disappeared after that. But let's get into some battle systems. So obviously it's press turns. So like if you played SSP3 Nocturne, it's same as that, as well as SSP4, same as that. So keep targeting your enemy's weakness, gain more actions. Some teams now have exclusive skills of their own. So Jack Frost has Jack Bufala. Jack-o'-lantern has Jack Aguilar. I don't know which demon is that, but has God's Bow. The series' simple but rewarding turn-based press turn combat system is back, with new skills and gameplay elements. Turn tide battles in your favor by targeting your enemies' weaknesses to gain extra actions before your enemies do. Then we have Magatsui's skills, which uses that bar up here. Hopefully you guys watching on YouTube can see that. And we've got the 4 angels. Okay, so I don't know which one is each, but we have, like, you know, Michael, Raphael, Michael, Raphael, I'm not gonna say Leonardo. It's not Leonardo. Man, what was the other two's name? SMT, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and what was the other one? Not Metatron. No. Okay, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel. That okay. Don't know which one is which, but yeah, they're all here. But Metatron is probably also in here as well. Ooh, Matt Gasser is also here as well. Ooh, the 4 heavily edicts. So I was gonna say, oh, it's you know, like Takemi Kazushi. No, it's not them, but another said. Oh, got the cat. Oh boy. And then all of this entangling tendrils. Oh, I don't know what. I can see the demon here, but don't know like what else is happening there. Ugh. Your Magatsuki skill fills up throughout the course of battle. Once the gauge is full, you'll be able to trigger special abilities known as Magatsuki skills. From dealing heavy damage to healing. From dealing heavy damage to healing and buffing your party, there are now over 50 Magatsuki skills to leverage, some of which are exclusive to certain types of demons. Allies who share the same alignment will give you access to even more abilities. Then we have innate skills. So, Blessed Melody increases damage when striking a light weakness for all allies. 4 Heavenly Kings raises all of your stats when a demon with 4 Heavenly Kings is summoned. And then Demonic Meditation. Patches of relations with a demon whose moon sours mid-negotiation. Okay, so that's definitely going to be beneficial for, obviously, you know, demon negotiation. And the pictures here is just the same as up here. So all demons now possess innate skills, passive skills that gives you an extra edge in battle. Some may power up your attacks when certain demons are present, while others aid you when negotiating with demons. These innate skills add an extra layer of strategy to the way to assemble your party. Now we have guest characters. So you can see I've got Dazai here. And his other demon over there. As the story progresses, the human characters may participate as allies in battles. These characters can fight like demon allies, as well as use items. Consecutive encounters. Oh no. No. This is coming back from SMT5. I mean SMT3. I don't remember if SMT4 had this too. Huh. I can't really remember, but actually, yeah, I think it did. SMT4 did have a consecutive encounters, but hopefully this, you know, is all right. After defeating an enemy, another demon may appear to continue the battle. This fight will become tougher than usual, but winning will grant you additional Maka and EXP, as well as a higher likelihood of items dropping. To aim for bigger bonuses, look for areas where more enemies are gathered. Next up, we got demon conversations. Skilled negotiators will be able to navigate their way through any conversation and find strong allies. In some negotiations, there's a chance that the demons in your party will join in, giving you a glimpse of their relationship. Some demons might even test your knowledge with a quiz. Oh, which demon is this? Oh yeah, Prita? Nah. On Moraki? Nah. It's totally a slime, right? Quizzes. All quizzes stuff. Drake Zeus Tunshi. I think I remember seeing this demon in I think the last time I seen this was in Devil Survivor 2, I think? Can't remember exactly. But seeing Sanity back is also pretty cool as well. By talking with demons, you can make them into allies. There are many types of demons with different personalities and preferences, and this is how the variety of conversation has increased, allowing for deeper negotiations with the demons. Then there's a premium demo event. Demo event for SMT5 Vengeance will be held between May 3rd and May 4th in Tokyo. Okay, so advanced application is required. Sorry about that. 2 demo options will be available on that day. Guests will be able to play up to 6 hours from the beginning of the game, or for up to 6 hours after the first battle with Nguyen Dot in the Canon Vengeance arc. Bruh, like 6 hours? Really? Like, you better have a whole bunch of systems for people to play. 6 hours to play the game. Huh. Okay. And then applications can be made here. Successful applicants will be formed on April 12th. So obviously this is for people in Japan. I guess you can do this, but I doubt you don't. You're gonna need, you know, like a Japanese address for all that. So, you know, kind of doubt you'll be able to do that unless you're living in Japan. So yeah, you know, learning a bit more about, you know, some of the changes that happen within the game. You know, seeing more Magasui skills that's available, having guest characters in your party, and having you know, innate skills that'll really be beneficial to the overall quality of the gameplay. That's really awesome, really awesome. Next up, we got Persona 5X. Got more info. So Perfect World. So yeah, open beta trailer has been released. Perfect World Games has released a new trailer for P5X open beta, which will be held on April 12th. And P5X is in development for PC and mobile by Perfect World Games, and it's currently released in China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, and Korea. Sorry about that. I don't know why, like just recently my nose just stuffed up. But I am kind of curious why did they, you know, split China and Hong Kong as like 2 different places? Just you know, let me know in comments, you know, why that is. I do know there's some issues, like I've heard from, like, you know, like B2 World, like an issue with like China and Taiwan, that there were some issues there, so I don't want to go into that. But Hong Kong and China, like, isn't Hong Kong in China? But correct me if I'm wrong, please. Let's check out the open beta PV. Let's see, you know, what's going on there. I do want to, you know, try out the beta. If anyone can tell me like how I'm able to be a part of this, please let me know. That'd be really great.
希望さえ抱けなくなった者が身を投げた姿を。
Oh no. Oh no.
取られた側のまま未来すら手放し命をも捨てる。その選択で良いのだな。
わしが？うん。だってルフィ飛べるよね。まあわしらのは初仕事だしな。派手に行こう。お願いね。
What? What? you're the struggle. Ooh. Ooh, like the areas here. Okay, so got the charm system back in. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, mementos. Ooh. Oh, MILF. Captain Kid! Alright, that looks really awesome. That looks awesome. LeBlanc. Why would there be a bright light? Huh. Why? Why were they happy to see us? They're not supposed to be existing here. They're supposed to be like either for the future or an alternate timeline. Why is this happening? But man, I need this game. Please, if anyone can tell me how I'm able to play this game, that would be really awesome. Please tell me how I'm able to play this game. You know, like is there like I heard like someone like Kyo app, QOOAPP, something like that. Like I know, like I think that is like a way to download like China exclusive apps, I believe. But please let me know how I am able to play this game. I do want to show this off to you guys. You know, be one of the first people to like actually play the game for you guys. I know I won't understand a lick of it, but I want to show that game off. I want to play for myself. Please tell me, please in the comment section down below. Let me just bring back the music. There we go. But yeah, well, we're not gonna be seeing this for a while. They haven't announced it for Western release, but you know, hey, you know, at least you know it's coming out for, you know, China and Korea. That's pretty good, right? Please let me play it, please. Let's go to the next article. So, the Persona 4, not Persona 4, no, Persona 4 is out of here, it's not even in the picture. The Persona Live Tour has more information about a live stream that's going to be happening in March 2029. But, that's, well, it's a live information live stream, so that already happened. So, yeah, I was basically gonna give us some more information about the whole event. So, yeah, it was supposed to happen on the Friday on 2100 hours in Japan. So that would have been 5 a.m. for East Coast. No, wait. 5 a.m. for the West Coast, 8 p.m. for 8 a.m. for the East Coast. There we go. So yeah, that happened. I really should skim these articles before I bring up, because I curse more like this was like, oh, we're getting more information about the live stream, that, or like this live stream going to be happening. But that's on me. That's on me for not taking a quick skim at it. But hey, we do got more information about Reload in episode, I guess, the answer, whichever you want to call it. Yeah. Yes, this can be kind of a long one. So, the latest issue of Persona Magazine, 2024 Spring, was released today. It includes several new interviews for Reload. One of them features general producer Wada and director Hashizume discussing episode Aigis, self-released in September 2024. So, episode Aigis' story is produced without any changes from the original version. When did planning for P3R's expansion pass start? Wada, it's a long story, but first of all, the plan to fully remake episode Aigis was already considered at the time of P3R's planning. However, it required too much time and effort to realize it. Furthermore, the inability to secure development staff was a roadblock, leading to a situation where we had no choice but to completely abandon it. So we kept thinking, is there any way to make this happen? And it continued to explore various possibilities afterwards. And then, after some time, the tremendous feedback from everyone after P3R's announcement pushed us forward, and various miracles piled up, allowing us to proceed with this development officially. Specifically, it was around the latter half of P3R's development when, under extreme difficult conditions, a very reliable partner was found, and we began to consider the possibility for realizing the project. It was around the summer of 2023 when we were able to make a formal decision on the development while refining the project's details. However, at the time, Alex had not completely decided on the project's structure, so it felt like we were just starting. Still, we expect that fans would naturally say, if you're going to do Reload, please include episode Aigis, and there was a conviction that if we don't make episode Aigis here, there will probably won't be another chance. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, people were already predicting like, oh, there's gonna be, a P3R FES version that'll include episode Aigis. But, So I was prepared to push forward recklessly, even to the extent of doing everything myself if necessary. But then, by another coincidence, Hashizume, who had a director experience, became available to work, and the development can truly begin. So Aigis had not had the opportunity for a remake since P3F FES since in 2007, my bad. So I think it was eagerly awaited by fans. Wada, there was only the original PS2 version, so even if it's a bit of a stretch, we want to take this opportunity to work on a remake. Please tell us why you chose the format of expansion pass for the distribution. Wada, first of all, we want to provide content while the memories of everyone who played P3R were still fresh. However, since the earliest we could release the main content, episode Aigis, will be around September, there will inevitably be a gap between releases. So we decided to have you enjoy the new sets of BGM and costumes along the way while waiting for episode Aigis to be released. Now, not gonna lie, I know I did my reaction to it, but in actuality, if you've been playing P3R since release, every day, at least, like 4 hours at a time, you will already probably be done, like even before, or probably up to the time that the expansion pass was announced. So unless you're doing a New Game Plus run of the game, you're most likely not going to be getting all the DLC stuff, because like it's a really extremely linear game. Like you can't really like go back to another state or like go to another area like in dungeons and whatnot and do the whole DLC costume stuff, because like if you already like saved over it, you're gonna have to like wait until you get up to a day where you're able to go into tarts to do that. So yeah, that's a bit of a difficulty of doing that. When resurrecting episode Igus in P3R, where are you putting the most effort? Hashizune? Above all, our main goal and what we consider most important is to bring back episode Igus with P3R's quality. Since P3R itself is meticulously crafted down to the smallest detail, we are producing new characters like Metis, with illustrations and 3D visuals that have reached the level of quality. Also, battles such, since it's based on P3R, I believe gameplay will be considerably faster than the original version. Are there any changes to the story from the original version? The premise hasn't changed from the story in the original. However, in P3R, there were events where characters acquire and strengthen their traits during dorm life, and we included similar in episode Igus. We've also had new events centered around Metis. Wada, I wanted to make it clear at this point, like P3R, while adjustments are made to allow more emotional engagements with finer detail of the story, we haven't altered the ending from the original version. There may be some players who played episode Igus in FES who would like to see that story change because it concludes P3's narrative, but personally, I consider episode Igus to be part of the series' history. So under the perspective of preserving it as historical fact, we produced it without changes from the original version. We prioritized thoroughly depicting its themes. It's exciting to see Metis depicted in P3R's quality in terms of graphics. Hashizune, especially since Metis hasn't appeared in any other title since the original version. Wada, this will be the first time Metis gets depicted with realistic proportions in a game. Will Derichian traits added to each character in P3R also be added to Metis? Hashizune, yes. As with other characters, Metis will have 2 types of Third-G and 2 types of traits to acquire and strengthen. Traits will be acquired through the new events I mentioned earlier. By the way, about episode Igus. As she awakens to the power of the wild card in episode Igus, will her Third-G also change? Hashizune, yes. As Igus awakens to the power of the wild card, she will lose the ability to use her original Third-G. So the only alternative would indeed be fusion spells. However, it won't be fresh if everything was the same as the protagonist. So we've also added some unique options specifically for Igus. Okay, so I guess, like, when we saw, like, the trailer, we definitely saw Cadenza with, Orpheus and, Apostos? Right? Making sure it's Cadenza, P3, Cadenza. Why am I hitting 3 instead of E? Why are they underneath each other? Pretty sure it's Aspars, my bad. Aspars. Orpheus and Aspars. But I think everything after that should probably be different, right? P3R's new system, like major arcanas, were adopted for TARDIS exploration. Are these aspects also carried over in episode Igus? Basically, it follows P3R's format. Also, the original version of episode Igus didn't have the Persona menu, but it's available this time. So I believe Persona features will be smoother. Yes! Yes, that's what I've been waiting for. Oh, thank goodness they added the compendium. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, it was so annoying in OGFES, just like playing that and just like, I can't get this Persona back, so I have to literally like let it go by fusing and then find it again to add it back to the party to try to fuse it with something else, and just like, thank goodness compendium is part of this. Thank goodness. The original version had a playtime of about 30 hours, but it seems like that might change this time. Hashizune, this time the tempo of battles have been improved, especially considering that in the original version, creating the desired persona through fusion requires a repetitive process of Decide, cancel, decide, cancel. By limiting these, increasing the density of the player's experience, playtime will be about 20 hours or so. Bro, your playtime was 30 hours? Mine was over 80. What the fuck? Yeah, my playtime was over 80 hours. I was very surprised, like, like how my Let's Play went as long as it did, because it was just so annoying just trying to, like, not only, like, trying to get the persona that you want, but also get the skills that you want, but also, trying to get the persona back from there, and also grinding. Oh, boy, I'm so, like, they're fixing it up. I just want to see how long in my Let's Play of Portable plus FES, please check it out. How many episodes was that? I want to see. No, I just gotta find it. There we go. Okay, so the first episode of FES was episode 65, and it went up to episode 86. So that is about 20-ish, 21 episodes. And they range to about an hour per episode. It depends, because, like, the first one is, like, an hour 47. And then I got a couple that's an hour 15, an hour 30. So, I mean, yeah, I guess, 30 hours based off, my Let's Play time is about right. But, like, that doesn't include, like, all the game over is included and trying to get back to the way you were. So, yeah. So, 20 hours, okay, it's, it's alright. I mean, if it's, being played, like, and there's no, like, hard mode automatically locked to it, I could possibly do this in 20 hours. Maybe less. Maybe. Is there anything one should prepare in advance before playing P3R's version of Episode Igus? There's no need for specific save data to access this content. To put it another way, if you purchase both P3R and the expansion pass, you play Episode Igus without playing the main game at all. Persona Compendium and character levels are generally uniform, so everyone starts under the same condition. However, we are considering some form of transfer element for those who have cleared the main game. Yes, please do that. Please do that. We want some bonuses for playing the actual main game before starting Episode Igus, so please do that. Please do that. We want some benefits for, our time playing the entire game and then jumping into Episode Igus, so please do that. 2 new songs for opening and battles are also included. Next, I'd like to ask about the music. Will songs like Heartful Cry from the original version of Episode Igus be included with the new arrangements? Will there also be new songs? Wada. Heartful Cry is a song I personally love, and in this game, we're delivering it with the best arrangement by Cathedral. Regarding new songs, we prepared 2. One will be the opening song, which will have a completely different new animation produced for it, and the other will be the battle song for preemptive attacks. Both of these new songs are composed by Kazuka, with vocals by Azumi Takahashi and rap by Lotus. Lotus Juice, get it right. These songs are quite good, so I hope you'll also look forward to them. The fans were hoping for Episode Igus to be remade as expanding content to P3R, but another thing that P3 fans have also been hoping for is the implementation of female protagonists from P3R into from P3P to P3R. Is a possibility for this happening? Yeah, they're always, talking about this. Oh man, and like just fans are just like they just don't get that they can't just implement it, so just chill it, all right? Just chill with it. Okay, so Wada, I'll begin with an apology, but unfortunately, the appearance of the female protagonist in P3R will not happen. Of course, we consider the inclusion of the female protagonist alongside episode Aegis, but the more we delve into it, the more hopeless it seems. The development time and cost will likely be 2 to 3 times that of episode Aegis, making changes and entrust entirely to external companies and exceeding our capabilities. Even if P3R and Expansion Pass were to exceed our sales expectations and resolve cost issues, the release would still be far off. Additionally, expectations is also that we make completely new games, not just remakes, so we need to allocate limited development resources accordingly. I deeply apologize to the fans who have supported us for a long time, but we are happy that P3R has been released and that episode Aegis will be as well, and that many are interested in playing those. There would be the moment if we could do it, so I'm very sorry to the fans, but I don't think that any possibility to make it happen in the future. I see. It's disappointing but understandable. However, it's reassuring that P3P has already been remastered for HD and can be played on PCs, providing an opportunity for those who haven't played it yet to experience the female protagonist. Wada, I'm glad that we could preserve P3P for this era, including on PC. It's not a full remake, but that's why. Even if it's only for episode Aegis, which could only be played on the PS2 version, I really want to remake it this time. BGM set and costume set are also full of highlights. Expansion Pass offers a variety of highlights aside from episode Aegis. Hashizune. Regarding the two EX BGM sets, P5R and P4G, we've added new features that allows you to change the dungeon music. In P3 Fest and P3P, there was an element where Fuka could change the BGM, right? Originally, the idea was to add more battle songs, but the suggestions from the sound team was, instead of just adding battle songs, how about letting players change dungeon music too? We proceeded based on that proposal. Wada, if we were to limit ourselves to battle songs, the selection of songs we can use would be limited. So these two sets contain not only battle songs, but also plenty of iconic tracks from P4 and P5. Hashizune, each set includes 5 dungeon songs. By the way, in P4G, there's the GNES themes, but will it also play in dungeons? Hashizune, it will indeed. When you listen to it, you'll suddenly feel relaxed. For the BGM, I recommend setting it to random so that you'll hear unexpected tracks. Just like, every day's great at your Junes. Just like, wow, I love hearing this theme song for a giant grocery market, a giant supermarket. So during intense dungeon moments, the GNES themes could suddenly start playing. Hashizune, exactly. Please try listening to it while being chased by shadows. What do you think of the Velvet and the Velvet costume BGM set? For this attire, we discussed what kind of costumes to include among the team. We narrowed down the various options and decided on Velvet costumes. The set BGMs include 5 songs related to the Velvet Room. Together with the costumes, turned out quite nicely, I believe. Additionally, at the time of release, only costumes for the main characters and the main story will be available, but the Velvet costumes for Metis will also be added with the release of episode Aegis. Okay, so they're not doing a Kasumi route where they're just like, oh hey, here's Kasumi, and here's all the DLC for Kasumi, you better buy it. Lastly, could you share a brief message for everyone eagerly waiting for the release of P3R's Expansion Pass, especially for those waiting the release of episode Aegis? Hashizune, for those who have heard episode Aegis but haven't played it, or for those entering the world of P3 for the first time with P3R, I hope you will take this opportunity to experience the epilogue and the conclusive story of P3. For those who have played the original version, please enjoy episode Aegis, provided with P3R's quality. We, the development team, will do our best to meet the release date. Wada, if we were to release P3R, we absolutely had to include episode Aegis. Without it, P3 stories will feel incomplete. So we went to great lengths to somehow get it into production because we felt it was our duty as the IP holders of the Persona series. We're still in the middle of development, but we'll work hard to develop it to everyone in September, so please look forward to it. Oh man. Like, last time I believe we saw that they said they were in like 50% of development. I'm really wondering if they are still able to make it in time for September's release. Because again, like 50% done? That's still a long way to go, like 40 to 50%. But you know, I still think it kind of sucks that, you know, they have to again like explain that, hey, they can't put the female protagonist in here because it would take too much time and money. But then there's also people gonna be the excuse of like, oh, but we got mods doing it. Yeah, but that's not really up to like the same quality as, you know, having a whole bunch of teams doing it. Oh, this one person doing it, like, just like that's like not the same thing. And like, are you the time to like get everything set together? You're not gonna have that much money to do it either. So yeah, it's just they don't have, once they do it once, they don't have to apologize again. Just some people are just like really unsatisfied with what they get. Like I never expected them to add the female protagonist because I felt like that was just gonna be way too long of a development process. And plus, they didn't even show in the first trailer, so so yeah, that's it for, you know, this interview. I'm glad to hear, you know, some of the quality of life changes they've been doing for the answer. They haven't said anything about the difficulty. That's something I do want to know. Are they keeping the hard mode difficulty locked, or still allowing the mix the mix up difficulties, you know, or the optional difficulties? So hopefully we'll find out about that soon enough.
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a clean energy drink that's made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or inks like other energy drinks. I just got myself the Dubby sample pack, which comes with this little tumbler, and also comes with 4 flavor packs. Got the Peach and Beach, or Beach and Peach. Comes with the Dub Squat Sludge. My bad, Sludge. I'm reading it backwards. Then we got the Dragonade. I should probably look at it first, then do a thing. And then the Galaxy Grenade. So we're gonna try one of these today, and I'll tell you how I honestly think about it. Alright, let's try one of these out. Let's go with Peach and Peach. Let's try this out. Alright, so currently right now we have the Peach and Beach. It's a mango white peach cooler. So we're gonna try out. Smell first. Okay, it smells pretty good. I will say it smells better than the last one I tried, but previous one was still good. But time for the taste test. Let's go. Yeah, that's good. That is. Okay, of course there's gonna be like a little powdery, but overall, like, the taste is pretty good. I do like this Peach and Beach. Not bad flavor at all. I might get the full tub. Might have to get the full tub of this. It's not bad at all. If you guys want to try out the samples shaker yourself or buy any of the products on Dubby, make sure to use my coupon code PowerJ at checkout to save 10% on your order. So again, that's PowerJ at checkout for 10% off your order. Now, back to the video.
The next article, we got Persona 5X opening movie. So the opening movie for P5X has been released on YouTube for the game's Korean release. And I did do a reaction to that. It is up on the channel, so please check it out. And I was very surprised, not gonna lie, because when like the first couple days, like, oh, it got like 500 views. Like, no, alright, it's probably going to cap out like 600, but like, got 2.5k views. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. And thank you guys for watching it. And again, I'm very excited for this. So I hopefully this gets a release, please. But we can we can take a look at this for ourselves here, and for those who haven't seen it. So let's just play this. It looks awesome. Looks absolutely great. And Lynn's just like her vocals, so great. I love it. Look at that skater boy. She wants you, later, boy. That is just, it's such an awesome looking opening. Man, I need this. That knife movement. Ooh. And there's the old crew. God, it looks so good. I need this. I need this. It's gonna be hard to stay on the internet without, being aware of the spoilers. Oh boy. Just give me that. Give me the game. I want it, please. But yeah, that's like, it sounds so good. Sounds so great. But we're just gonna go on to the next article. We're going back to Reload. Got another interview. Another interview with Reload. This happened just a couple of days ago. Oops, sorry about that. And just trying to blow my nose, just make sure like the sinuses is clear for all of that, for all of it. But yeah, we got more interviews talking about development, production process, and gameplay improvements. Not sure how much they can talk about. All right. Okay, so again from the Persona magazine, we got Wada and Yamaguchi talking about various aspects of the production process, such as gameplay improvements and voice acting. So, as a pivotal title, it needs to be remade as well. First of all, could you tell us when he started working on the P3 art project? Water. Personally, I've been considering it since when we were developing P4E2, Persona 4 and Ultimax, released in 2014. We seriously started considering the systems surrounding its production around 2018. The production began around the end of 2019. And the whole entire thing ended in 2022, right? So did the production begin alongside the development of P5S? Since P5S was released in 2020, yes, that's correct. Personally, I felt a full remake of P3 was something we had to do for future generations. There was also the HD remaster release of P3P, but I didn't want to consider it complete with just that. However, it was difficult to proceed with the plannings due to various reasons. Firstly, we didn't have a director who could take charge. Editor's note, this checks out with the development dates given in previous interviews. See our Persona activity development timeline for more information. Let's take a quick look at that. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember seeing this on like Twitter. Let me see here. Just in case, let me see here. Oh, there we go. So, well, right behind my head, you can see P5 development in May 2016. P3D and P5D started development in also in January 2016. You can see P5R's development and PQ2's development started in May 2016, and the Vanilla P5 released in September 2016, my bad. And then surely, like before, P5 Strikers was in development. So imagine like my mouse right here. It's like right over here. That's when development for Strikers started. So that's, not a long time before, that actually happened. Like, they really expected, like, the game to be, like, to sell great, and, like, they start all these, like, Persona 5 games, Persona 5 titles, like, oh. Okay, so, then in, I believe this should be May, it's either July or August right here. P3D, P5D, and Q2 is announced. Then is sometime a little bit after May, P3D and P5D is released. Okay, so development stopped a little bit before, at least, December, November of 2017, then released after that. So probably in between that time, is probably like, polishing and all that stuff. Because I'm wondering, like, why is there, like a gap between, the end of development to the release? So I'm guessing it's most likely probably like, polishing and all that stuff. And then Q2 is released, can't really remember the exact date, but seems like possibly November, October 2018. Yeah, because, like, I remember getting it at Target during Black Friday, so it has to be a little bit, October, September. No, September's over here, so probably November. And then we got P5R's announcement, which, oh yeah, it's right up here. P5R's announcement, P5S announcement. So they were announced at the same time, well, almost the same time. And then P5R's release right here. And a little bit after P5S's release. So right before, a little bit before September, like August maybe, P3R started development in 2019. And then a little bit before, probably that's October, right? That's when P5T started development. And then you see P5T and P3R announced at the same time, back in June. P5T's release, and then P3R's release. So yeah, that's not gonna lie, this is like the longest in between like an actual like new game release, sort of. But again, not kind of like the HD remasters and the ports. So yeah, that's a long time in between, like something new in development and announced. So yeah, I'm actually surprised, this was like this was edited to include that, because this is like Just trying to see like where what was say like edited, added. I mean, it was probably added, you know, like because of the interviews and stuff like that. But let me just boom, there we go. Was it because there were already multiple productions lines running? That was part of it. And the main reason why, was also the difficulty of production and not finding a suitable person for the role. It was at that time that Yamaguchi raised his hand. At the time of P3's release, I was one of the players, and it was a title that left a deep impression on me. So when I learned that Wada wanted to do a remake, I raised my hand and said, "Please let me do it." In terms of my previous work experiences, becoming a director was a bit of a leap, but I was given the opportunity. At the time, you raised your hand. What kind of work did you envision creating? At the time, I didn't have a clear vision yet. Since it was a remake, I wanted to create a work that shares the feelings of the original fans all above all else. So that they wouldn't think this isn't P3. I want to faithfully reproduce the memories that have remained in the memories of those who played the original version and make them feel, yes, that's how it was. That's how P3 felt. Wada-san, you were also involved in the production of the original P3. Considering the feelings you had during the development at the time, what kind of work did you want P3R to be? Wada, P3 was a turning point for both Persona series and for myself as a developer. However, since its release back in 2006, it was quite a while ago. It was not generally not playable after the release of the next generation consoles. On the other hand, now we have an environment where we can play without being tied to a specific hardware, such as PC. So I want to provide P3, which could be with the same feeling as the latest installment P5 on PC and multiple platforms, so that players can enjoy it indefinitely. This full remake seems to be first for the Persona series. What aspects do you consider introducing anew, and conversely, what aspects did you believe should remain unchanged? Wada, the most emphasized aspect of the new features was undoubtedly the ability for PC users and users of the latest hardware to play with the same feeling as P5. Improvements in graphics and UI were particularly essential. Additionally, we aim to preserve the game's basic framework and convey the charm of the original without changing too much. Yamaguchi, even though P3 itself has changes that feel outdated in terms of its systems, it still holds an enduring charm. Therefore, we absolutely avoided making changes that would compromise that charm. So although P3R included various additions and modifications, not a single decision was made lightly. For example, this time, we had the C's official battle outfit as new costumes, but even this decision was made after much deliberation over what the new outfits would accept and not. There were extensive discussions among the development staff. Wada, we had a lot of difficulties with such decisions in P3R. Yamaguchi, it's easy if you choose not to change anything, but that might be uninteresting for fans of the original versions, as they might feel nothing has changed. I mean, that could also be a good thing, like, oh, thank goodness nothing has changed, you know? In P3R, the characters' lines have also been newly recorded. Was there anything specific you asked the voice actor who had been playing the main game for so long? Yamaguchi, the voice actors for the main characters have been playing their respective roles since P3, and across various spin-offs such as P3 Fez, P3P, P4U, and the theatrical anime. So when it came to recording, we really had no worries and left it all to them. Unfortunately, it's not the same for the Western release, because, okay, P3 Fez had voice acting, same with Portable, same with Ultimax, but fortunately, the anime movie didn't get any dub to it, and neither did Q2, so that really sucks. And the Western release was like, how about we change everyone's voice actors, despite, the Japanese didn't. So that's really annoying. If I had to say something, it would be that we asked them to perform their roles from scratch, taking into account their involvement in the spin-off works. In fact, when we recorded the original version, it started without the actors knowing the story's ending. However, this time, having played their roles from the original version to the theatrical adaptations multiple times, they brought various emotions even to earlier scenes. How was the reaction when you informed them about the re-recordings? Wada, it's rare for a character to be played for such a long period of time, so that everyone was pleased. By the way, Shizunori Sujima, who was in charge of the character design for P3, also said something similar. It's surely a blessing for that characters have been around for so long and are still active. Additionally, in P3R, new voices have been prepared for characters who previously only had text lines, and some of the casts of characters and social links have been changed. What criteria were you used for these? Yamaguchi, for the supporting characters, the situation varied. Some characters had already been voiced in drama CDs or theatrical adaptations, while others had never been voiced before, so we considered the casting from scratch for P3R. In particular, we want to balance nostalgia and freshness, so we kept the same voices for the main characters to evoke nostalgia. Conversely, for the supporting characters, we aimed for a fresh breeze and rethought the casting from scratch without being bound by past roles. Which, not gonna lie, I wish they could have done this for the English release. Advice was received from the staff for some of the characters, like, wouldn't this person be suitable for that character? One example is Fukushi Ochiai, who played the Gourmet King. During the recording, as soon as we heard his first line, we thought, this is it. Certainly, the Gourmet King was the perfect fit. On the other hand, I was glad that Shimada-san was able to continue playing the role of President Tanaka. Yamaguchi, President Tanaka first appeared in P3, but now he's no longer just a character from P3, so we asked Shimada-san to continue his role this time as well. Shimada-san has taken over Igor after Tanoaka-san, hasn't he? Wada? Igor was a character we definitely want to re-record, considering the feature. We started looking for a legitimate successor, but we asked Shimada-san to do a test. He said, I can do it. Yamaguchi, I was on the edge after the video announcing Igor's new voice actor was released. Igor was an important character, not limited to P3, so we were checking social media and see how people would react after the announcement. Wada, the reaction was good, wasn't it? Yamaguchi, thanks to everyone's positive reception, we felt relieved. Speaking of new recordings, Koromaru's voice is also new, isn't it? Yamaguchi, actually in the original version of P3, we used about 3 types of real dog barks from a library. However, with the improvement of graphics and expanded expressions, managing with just 3 types became challenging. So this time, we had Shinya Takahashi, who played Koromaru in the theatrical anime, voice him. In fact, all the barks were recorded individually to match the lines. Wow. That must be a lot of lines. Although Takahashi-san's name wasn't credited in the theatrical version, this is the first time we've publicly announced his name. He seems to love dogs and put a lot of effort into his performance. Koromaru's reactions when the protagonist pets him were also irresistible, weren't they? Yamaguchi, so originally there were actually no plans to include petting Koromaru at all, but I asked the staff, could you please make it so you can pet him a little? And they ended up adding it. At that time, they replied, if you pet him, there might be a reward. So I was also touched with the expressions when he's happy being brushed. Yamaguchi, since I had a dog at home, I reflected on my memories and thought, this is probably how a dog would react in such a situation. While incorporating gestures, I think dog lovers will also enjoy it. Reasons for adding dorm life events and friends routes in social links. P3R, the addition of dorm link and link episodes has significantly increased each character's development. please tell us about the intent behind implementing these. Yamaguchi, I think it's quite a unique situation for seniors and juniors to live under the same roof in a student dormitory. However, I felt the interactions between characters in this situation were surprisingly limited in the original version. So I thought that by fleshing out this aspect a bit more, we could delve deeper into the characters, which led to the start of the dorm life events. After that, for each character, we imagined various scenarios like it would be fun to watch TV with this person, or it would be nice to cook together, and narrow down the elements to fit each character. As a result, the sense of closeness with the comrades has increased. Yamaguchi, however, I think P3 is a title where each character establishes a strong individual presence rather than having a warm and friendly environment among the comrades. So what we consciously did was to increase the depiction of friendly interactions in the student dorms while focusing on one-on-one scenes, such as those between the protagonist Yukari, and occasionally having everyone study together. Otherwise, there was a concern that it might deviate from the atmosphere that P3 originally had. On the other hand, regarding the Link episodes, is it safe to say that they primarily served as a means to delve into the characters who haven't had a social link? Yamaguchi, communications with male characters was quite scarce compared to the female characters, so we wanted to compromise for that somehow. Although they can only be seen during specific periods, they are deeply ingrained in the main scenario, showing interactions that can only occur during that period due to characters' feelings. In terms of digging deeper into events, this time there were significantly more events related to Strega. Yamaguchi, Strega is a fascinating group, including their position as enemy persona users. However, I felt that they weren't delved into much in P3, so it was simply a matter of we have to do this from the early stages of playing P3R. Therefore, in additional scenarios, we dug quite deep into their backgrounds and their feelings towards the protagonists and Cs, which significantly increased their development. Wada, Strega is a character with a somewhat unique position compared to the other characters in the Persona series, so we definitely wanted to delve deeper into them in P3R. Speaking of Strega, choices regarding Chidori's fate are available again this time. Yamaguchi, since P3 deals with the theme of death, honestly had quite a dilemma about bringing Chidori back to life. For P3 Fez, survival was added with the notion that she couldn't be saved in the original version. Experiencing Chidori's death, which is inevitable, once gives way to that choice. So I wonder if it's okay to skip that and bring her back to life from the beginning. So I agonized over whether it was better not to revive her at all, or to revive her from the second playthrough. But ultimately, I thought that conforming to P3 Fez would be a form that many people would enjoy. So we prepared the option for revival. And there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff here. Oof. Oof. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. However, this method is different from FES, right? Yamaguchi? That's right. So even those who have saved Chidori and password should approach the event without letting their guard down. A significant change is that players could choose whether to become lovers or remain friends with female characters in social links, and I was happy about that. Yamaguchi, if the protagonist is forced into a romantic relationship, it might give the impression that the protagonist has a defined color, since the protagonist should fundamentally be colorless and transparent. Serving as the player's avatar, forcing everyone into a romantic relationship and juggling multiple relationships might give the impression that he's quite flirtatious, so I thought it was necessary to give the players choice of whether to become lovers or not, and we added it this time without much hesitation. Are there any favorite event scenes for both of you? Yamaguchi, definitely the event where the protagonist awakens and summons Orpheus from the beginning. The original versions, this was expressed through anime, but this time we decided to express it using 3D models. It cost quite a bit, but I was determined to convince the staff to create it. I wanted to make this event as impactful as possible to draw players into the world of P3R, so I poured my heart into it. Of course, this doesn't mean that the anime was inferior, but for that scene, we need to use 3D models to make the best scene possible, leveraging the experience and know-how we gain up to P5. I believe that those who have deeply played P3 will feel the passion we put into it. Wada, for me, it's Junpei's awakening event. As I grown older, I become more prone to tears, and I couldn't help but be deeply moved when I saw the completed scene. P3 had a small staff, and I was in charge of this event, so I had strong feelings about it. Yamaguchi, producing the event for Chidori and Aragaki required a lot of effort. Oh man, we're going deep into I was not expecting all this, spoiled stuff. I mean, but I already played, my bad. I already played the original game, so I already know what's going to be happening. Alright, we're almost done. I feel like, just to let people, like, not be fully spoiled by it, because even myself, I haven't, like, played up to this point. I think I'm just gonna call it here, just in case something big happens, and I don't want to be spoiled by it, just in case. That again, that's on me because I haven't been in the game yet. Again, that's on me, and I did not skim through this, so well, we're gonna call this article here. This is like more than halfway through it, so yeah, we're gonna call it here. Please check out the original article in the description below, just in case something happens. Okay, all right. We got three more. Nope. We got two more articles to go. I was about to say three, but no, it was the link to the development timeline. The last two are rather short and should almost finish up this entire episode here. Persona 5 X opening theme, Ambitions and Visions full version release, so you can now fully hear the full opening. Following the release of the opening movie, Perfect World Games has released the full versions of the opening themes to P5X, Ambitions and Visions. Visions and Visions is credited to Alice's sound team with vocals by Lynn. And we can play just a few seconds of it, just to hear what's all about. So let's take a listen to it. Caught fire. Oh man, I did not hear to the full version of it. I heard like a minute of it up on Twitter, but like, ew, sounds pretty good. I hope it's on Spotify soon, chat, so I can add that to my playlist. Hopefully sometime soon. Alice, please do that, please. But last article of today, P3 Reload episode Aegis March 31st audio teaser release. I was like very confused when I heard this, just like, what do you mean audio teaser? Like what? So Alice has released an audio teaser for episode Aegis. This March 31st, the day on which episode Aegis is set. The teaser features the Japanese audio from the opening scene to episode Aegis, a conversation between Yukari and Fuka. I mean, I guess we can listen to it. I mean, unless you understand Japanese, you won't understand what this is all about. So let's hear this.
もしもし
Oh god.
ゆかりちゃん
Oh god, it's in both ears.
今日はその
Yeah, it's Fuka's in my left ear.
に
Yukari in the right.
書いといたでしょ今日は私予備校でそれは知ってるけど必要なものは全部そっちに置いてきたしいなくても不都合ないよねそうだけどいいの
God, it's so weird.
私はいいあごめんもう休み時間終わるから切るねじゃあみんなによろしく
Okay, just little teaser of, some dialogue happening. Have no idea what they said, but hey, that happened. So yeah, I think this about does it for this episode, and yeah, I think if I continue on with that article, we would definitely be here for over 2 hours, and I definitely didn't want to do that as well as hopefully not try to spoil myself throughout that thing. I know, like, the game's been out for 2 months already. Haven't even been playing. I only play like 3 or 4 hours at a time, and sometimes I don't even play for like a week or two. Just like, keep calm, guys. Like, at the time of this recording, I am almost 60 hours in, and in the start of September, I believe. Yeah, I think like starting off September. So, I'm still. We're past the halfway point. And Shinji just joined the party. So, yeah, not much longer, I guess. But depends on how long I take to record and all that stuff. But ooh, man, this has been an episode. This has been an excellent episode. Thank you guys for coming out and listening to this or watching this if you're on YouTube. Also want to give thanks to the patrons. So their name's gonna be scrolling up on screen right now. Thank you guys for your support. If you guys do want to support me, financially, that'd be really great. Just hit the Patreon. Links down in the description below. Yeah, and thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Check out links in the description below for my social media links. Links to all the articles will be down in the description below as well. And yeah. Next recording week should be happening on the week of April 14th. So yeah, that's gonna be happening. Oh yeah, please don't forget to check out the song Magical Cure Love Shot. Just like, I'm so happy I was able to be a part of that. I think I mentioned it briefly in the beginning, but I will be at Miku Expo Orlando this year. That's on May 2nd. And then I didn't mention this other part. May 3rd. May 3rd, my bad. No, May 2nd, because I took May 3rd off because I'm gonna be home late that the 2nd. But I will be at Otaku Fest 2024 from the 17th to the 19th of that same month. So May 17th to the 19th, I'm gonna be at Otaku Fest. Please, say hi if you guys, see me there. But yeah. So calling here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon on the next episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. I will see you guys next time. Bye.